This is the Colosseum, and I'm going to build it in Minecraft. We're gonna do it in a 1-to-1 scale, which means that 1 meter equals 1 block in game. The Colosseum is 186 meters long and 156 meters wide, with a height of 48 meters, which translated into Minecraft, it should look something like this. More or less. It looks quite small, doesn't it? How do I even begin to do 80 arches here? Problem number 1, arches. The Colosseum is a set of 80 arches per ring. Each one is equally distant from the others. This was not going to be an easy task. My initial idea was to divide the Colosseum into 4 sections, create 20 arches on one side, and then duplicate that on the other 3. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That didn't work. Obviously. How do we fit 20? How do we do this? Then I just decided to send it and hope for the best by doing 5 blocks wide arches with 1 block in between. No! There's 81 arches with a spare 4 blocks here. I was losing faith. For 30 minutes, I've been struggling to fit 80 arches into this damn circle. But then, pure genius. I'm gonna do some math here. We did 80 arches. Each arch is 5 blocks wide. In between each arch, plus there's 80. Okay, 484. Divided by 0.05. Are you following? Nope, because it's boring. Let's just skip ahead. Yes! Boom! Then I highlighted the spots for the arches. And since the outer ring of the Colosseum is broken in half, we also removed the excess. And after that, I've added the next 5 rings. That looks interesting. So what I'm gonna do right now is removing the red here. There we go. So it's open, so we can see through it. The second ring that we're gonna do is this one. It should be 1 meter lower than these arches right here. I'm gonna bring it up. There we go. Problem number 2. The set of 80 arches were created on the first ring and to continue on the others as well. 80 arches per ring. But as the rings get smaller and smaller, you'd think it will take even longer to figure them out. Well, you'd be wrong, because I had another trick up my sleeve. Technically, we don't have to do 80 arches again. We just needed the first 8. Yes, the first 80. The same ones you cut in half because you thought you didn't need them anymore. So now, we have to build them again. So what we're gonna do right now is set our first point here in the middle. Right there, and then we're gonna go all the way here and gonna select this, and then we're gonna do line red and do the same thing here, and then keep going. So that's gonna be our arch right there, and that's just gonna create the space for the arches. That's gonna save us a lot of time. Now all that was left to do was placing the arches between the red lines we just drawn for the second and third rings. This line strategy really saved us an insane amount of time. Then I just connected the rings with floors, made them a bit thicker, and added these extra arches in the top section here, and that was it for day 1. This is day 2 of building the Colosseum. Let's get straight to business. I raised the 4th ring, added a floor on top, and then got to work creating another 80 arches. More arches. Now it's time to build this section right here. I had to create another set of arches, so I used the same technique as before. Then I built the first slope of the ramp, extended it all the way around, and stacked the walls up until they reached the roof. It took a while, but it was worth it. It looks good enough for now. My god, that took a while. Let's do the same thing we did here, over here. Let's go. Nothing particularly exciting here. I just had to make the same design again, but smaller. Bro, that looks so good. I feel like it's already there. That's crazy. Then I realized that the pit in the middle extended below ground level. To fix this, I moved the entire build up by 10 blocks, giving myself more space, and then made the pit deeper and added the final ring. And that completes day 2. Not that much of a progress, but any progress is good progress. I think we could focus on details. There's just a slight problem. In between each arch, there's supposed to be like a pillar. As you can see, there's a 2-block gap between each arch, an even number, which means that we can't place anything directly in the center. So I came up with a little trick using walls to solve the problem. We can do it like that, but it's not connected on the side, which I don't think is that big of a deal. I began adding the first details. I moved the second and third level down 1 block to fix proportions, placed a few more small details, and then it was time for the columns. It might not look like it, but it took much longer than I've expected. That took way too much. I got bored out of my mind. I almost wanted to jump out of the window. What? The columns of the Colosseum were built using 3 different styles. The Doric style for the ground floor, Ionic for the second floor, and Corinthian for the third. But we don't have space for this kind of detail, so I just put 2 stacks for all of them. Then I just extended the columns on the top section, made the windows and a few other details, and then I've added 2 more layers of slabs to increase depth. Arches. That looks fire. That looks good. With all the arches fixed, it was time to break the build a little. This is how both sides of the ring should look, and the whole process took barely 10 minutes. Yeah, I can confidently say that the outer ring is complete. At this point of the stream, I got really bored, so I went offline. And I spent the next 20 hours modeling the entire build so it can actually start looking like the current Colosseum. It was a really stressful process. It felt like my patience was getting tested. With so many repetitive tasks, I was slowly losing my mind. But of course I made it to the end. And oh boy, it was worth it. It's time time for the fun part. Texture. Well, fun for you that you're watching, it definitely wasn't fun for me. We didn't have many options, so I replaced everything with mob bricks. And since it was too dark, I switched again to jungle planks, which looked better. Then I started using diorite to paint out the lighter parts of the Colosseum, until disaster hit. Why are you going like every single block right now? Because I'm trying to replicate the same pattern that the Colosseum actually had. What the f happened here? Oh no! When I joined the world, I didn't turn the perf neighbors off. So when I changed into jungle, it debugged to default all the walls and the stairs. So let me explain. When you're using War Dead in single player, you're most likely to do this command right here, which allows you to turn off the interaction between blocks. Here's an example. If you debug a wall like this, meaning that it's in an illegal state, which you normally wouldn't have in survival, when you replace a block next to it with a command, it will interact and go back to default. But if you do the command that you showed you, this wouldn't happen. So now all the walls, slabs and stairs I have debugged, literally hundreds if they're not thousands of those, are all set to default. So I decided to keep going with the texture and fix all of that off stream. Alright, let me change it to sandstone just to see how that will look. Yeah, I don't like this. I mean, it kind of blends better. What do you think? It looks like a cheesecake. I don't know. Is that good though? Let's just continue. I have spent the next 2 days texturing the entire build. This process is honestly really boring. There's nothing crazy happening. It's just me placing the same blocks for hours. So we're just gonna skip to the end. Apparently, the Colosseum has iron gates. Yeah, but that looks bad. Use pale more oh, use a debug sick. What the fuck? Do you think it's better than the iron one? I mean, it does low-key. I gotta do this all the way around. Oh god, bro. Oh god, man. That took at least 2 hours, didn't it? You know what we need? A Vespa. Oh my god, let me cook. Okay, on. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Trapdoor maybe? Yeah. Let me start over. Let me start over. I'm not saying another one. What if you just do this? Dude, look at this. This is perfect. That's a bike, not a Vespa. That is good. And then we get the pizza box in the back. Look at this. And then we're delivering pizzas. What? What? I'm cooking. Hey, sir, I got your pizza. Bang! Right there, inside the chest. You made me do this whole thing, and it looks like this. What with a flat tire? Bro said like, yeah, just put this. It works. You're coping hard. You're extra coping right now. That is so much better. Yeah, I think there's a problem with your Vespa. It's on the fucking ground. Look how perfect it is. Bro, with an amputee Vespa for amputees. What do you want me to do, man? Wait, hold on. I got it. And ironically, okay, that's a bit better. See? Dude, honestly, that's good enough. Okay, I'm not trying to waste more time on this. The Colosseum is done! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It looks so good! So much texture! So much greatness in such a small build! You guys will decide the next build, okay? Comment the next European country, and the most liked one is gonna be our pick. And we're gonna build the most iconic building from that country. So comment, okay? The build is available on Patreon, and follow me on Twitch. Bye! Alright, it's been a day or two since I released the video on TikTok, and let's see what you guys picked. Germany seems to be the winner here. 1,000 likes? Damn! A lot of people want to see Germany. Germany is gonna be our next country, and we're gonna build something for Germany. Damn! Alright, this is gonna be interesting. Let's go.